On Wednesday of this week, Donald Trump decided to extend his conspiracy theories about the migrant caravan in Central America even further, and he repeated the Republican conspiracy theory that George Soros might be paying these people in the caravan to come to the United States. Now, when he was speaking with reporters, Donald Trump didn't say, "I believe this is happening." He did his standard thing, which means, "I believe this is happening," and he said, "Lots of people are saying George Soros is funding the caravan." Just like lots of people are saying he's doing a good job as president. Lots of people are saying George Soros has paid all of the protesters who've showed up since Donald Trump was elected. Donald Trump right now is not only spreading conspiracy theories to create more fear about the caravan, but he's also doing it in a very anti-Semitic way to a man who was just mailed a pipe bomb a week ago because of these crazy Republican conspiracies about what exactly this guy is doing. George Soros may fund a couple liberal organizations, but he's not responsible for the entire movement. There are plenty of groups that do not get any money at all in spite of years of begging from George Soros. But nonetheless, he's a prominent, very wealthy, very powerful Jewish person, and Donald Trump cannot hold himself back from dragging his name further into the mud and, at the same time, creating more fear about this caravan. Now, no matter what you think about these people coming to the United States, let's get a couple things clear. First and foremost, there's absolutely no evidence whatsoever to suggest that George Soros is funding these people. In fact, it takes an incredible leap of faith to think that something like that would even be possible. Second, Donald Trump's claim that there's ISIS members in there. Yeah, there's no proof of that at all. Gang members, still no evidence to back up those claims either. Trump is lying about what kind of a threat this actually is, but that's not going to stop him from spending $50 million to send more than 10,000 troops down to our southern border to fight back these mostly women and children fleeing violence in their home country. What they're doing is not illegal. This is 100% allowed under both U.S. law and international law. There is nothing wrong with what these people are doing. And yet Donald Trump needs a win before the midterms. And so he's demonizing George Soros, trying to paint the caravan as a Democratic plot, I guess, to overthrow the country. I don't know. Nobody's ever gone that far to explain why George Soros would be funding this. What does he have to gain from it? I mean, that's probably one of the dumbest parts of it, is that there's no motive whatsoever. That's why no intelligent person even takes that theory seriously. But we know what Trump is doing here. He's trying to drum up a little more anti-immigrant fear before the midterms. So it's pretty safe to assume that once those midterms are over, assuming they go the way Donald Trump wants them to, that might actually be the last that we hear of this alleged migrant caravan barreling towards the United States.